collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Blokees Transformers Defender version episode 2. I think it's kind of interesting because episode 1 was called Galaxy Defender version, but then when they did the wave of the all the Toku properties, that was just called Defender version. So I don't know if they've been workshopping the name, but it seems like this smaller 2.5-inch scale size is now just called Defender version. So Galaxy version, Starlight version, Defender version, all the scales are present. So I'm excited for this wave, though. As you can see, we have Soundwave, Starscream, looks like the Shattered Glass / Diaclone version of Ironhide. Of course, we have a White Prime to be Magnus. We got Bone Crusher, 2 more Constructicon vehicles, Wheeljack, Inferno, Bumblebee, and then we have vehicle versions of those two as well. Couple repeats here, I have to say. Obviously, Prime's being redone as Magnus here. Ironhide's being redone here. This is the same animated version of Bumblebee's vehicle mode, even though we're getting G1 Bumblebee. I don't know why they stole this alt mode version. It's kind of a strange pick. I also wish we were just getting a regular version of Soundwave instead of a gold version. I assume they'll just put regular Soundwave in somewhere later. But the exciting thing about this is, in the last video, I looked at Scavenger and theorized that maybe they were actually going to try to make these combined into Devastator, and it looks like that's actually happening. So I'm really excited. The next wave or two should complete out the Constructicons, and we might actually be able to build these into a Devastator, which I think is really neat. So taking a look down here, you can see this is the breakdown of the case. Now there are some variant options. Bumblebee has the possibility of being Shattered Glass Bumblebee, which I have to say, if we're doing a bunch of Shattered Glass characters, I'm kind of bummed that one of them is relegated to a variant or chase figure, because I want both versions. I want regular Bumblebee and I also want Bug Bite or Shattered Glass Bumblebee here. But there's also a super armored version. There's a Coronation version of Starscream, a slightly metallic version of Starscream, like we saw last time with Megatron. So I probably will not get any of the chase variants, but if for some reason I get Bug Bite, I'm going to have to track down just a regular Bumblebee, which will be very difficult. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'll show off the boxes here first, because we'll open this up. Oh, cool. We have another one of these cards on top, which I really like. They did this for the first wave as well. That's pretty cool. Nice holofoil there. Very, very neat. And then just says Transformers there on the back. But yeah, those are cool. So getting back to this, here is what the box looks like for Wave 2, or Episode 2 as they call them. Oh, that's kind of neat. It looks like you can take the accessory off of the vehicle mode and put it on the robot mode there. That's kind of cool. And then again, the breakdown. So pretty cool. Going to go ahead and get these all built, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here are 12 figures / vehicles fully assembled out of the packaging. I guess we'll start with the vehicles first. So here we have Inferno in vehicle mode. Has some nice detailing here. I love the tampoed stickers here for the window. A little bit of paint down here for the headlight and bumper section. And then you have some tampoed stickers here on the side. The wheels do roll, which is nice. You have the crane area that can go, the ladder that can go up and down. And then you have this little section here on a ball joint, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, not too much going on with him. There's nowhere for another figure to attach or anything like that. Just a cool little vehicle mode. Then we have the, I still think this looks like animated Bumblebee, and I don't know why this is the one they've gone with. It does look good. I mean, again, you have the windshield, all the tampoed stickers here on the side. Autobot symbol looks good. Wheels do spin. And then you have a little ball joint for this weapon here on top. And then just to do a quick comparison with the one from the first wave, that was pretty much the same but done in translucent yellow plastic. And it didn't have nearly as much detailing. So just to show that off. Then we have our Constructicon vehicles. We have Bone Crusher here. You can move the shovel a little bit up and down like so. And then this little hood section here can also move around, otherwise completely stationary, but really nice tampo over here on the side, some silver paint. I think that looks really, really sharp. Doesn't have any wheels or anything, but you can kind of see here's another connection. So like when this connects for Devastator, that's going to be the ball joint for the shoulder. And then here is where we'll probably connect like that block for the like forearm, and then the fist would have to go in section, something like that. And then you can kind of like bring this in. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is going to be really cool. We can actually make these into Devastator. And then here we have Hook. Now, if you know the original G1 toy, Hook would kind of like pull apart and then fold in half. But I don't think they're going to have to do anything like that. You can kind of see the connection points already. So what I'm assuming they're going to do, I don't know if this will be the front or if this will be the front, but you can kind of spin this around. There is movement here. And you, even just for the crane, you can use that. This has up and down. This can slide in and out, and then the actual hook can move. So decent amount of articulation, and the wheels do spin. But for Devastator, I'm assuming this is going to kind of go to the side. This will kind of go down, something like that. This is obviously where the head is going to attach. I'm assuming like the big shield will probably peg in there, and then you have spots on the side for the arm connections. So I'm excited. I think this is really going to be neat. I'm really excited for when we can actually merge these into Devastator. And I think it's such a cool idea because including vehicles in the line is just a fun side thing, but then actually deciding that you can combine the vehicle forms into Devastator, I think is a really great touch. And I like the little tampo over here for the windows. And you got your Decepticon symbol. So yeah, these are cool. Very cool. I'll bring in a scavenger later so we can show these all together. Let's move into our figures now. So we'll start with Inferno. I think he looks great. You have the blue there for the eyes. The head is kind of one solid piece that then connects to this back red piece. And then there's a blue like insert that you pop in for the eyes. Really nice tampo here on the front. Got the gun. Got this piece that connects to the back for the ladder and the wings on the side, which is really nice. And then all of these pretty much have the same articulation. His head can really only kind of move side to side. They all have ball joints, but just because of the way his is built, you can't really do a front to back. But then you have a ball joint for the shoulder, ball joint for the elbow. You have technically a ball joint for the fists, but because of the way they connect, like if you pull it out a little bit, you can get a little bit more range of motion, but really you just get the swivel, which is all you need. You have a ball joint in the waist there, and then you have a ball joint for the hip, ball joint for the knee, and then ball joint for the ankle. So these are just fun little figures. I really like them quite a bit. The articulation's fantastic. Very easy to snap together. Just really a lot of fun, and I love the blaster he's got there. The other cool thing about Inferno, if we bring his vehicle mode back in, you can actually take this piece here off the top, and this will pop out of the ball joint here, like that. And then if you want to take his hand off, like so, you can actually pop this in, because as we know in the cartoon, Inferno had like one of his arms didn't have a fist, and he had this piece here. So you can actually do that by taking it from the vehicle mode, which I think is such a cool little feature. If you want him to have two regular fists, you absolutely can. If you want him to look like this, you can absolutely do that as well. And then if you really wanted to get silly, you could put the fist here on the vehicle. It doesn't connect super well, but you can kind of get it to go. And that just kind of looks silly, but you can do it. It's possible. So I think that's a really cool feature. I like that quite a bit. I kind of wish they included two of them so that I could have one on both at the same time, but still very, very cool. Next up, we have our white Optimus Prime, I guess for Ultra Magnus. Really nice tampo here on the chest. The Autobot symbol looks great. I love the head. The red eyes really pop with that little bit of teal there. And then you have like a little bit of silvery gray down here for the shins. All the same articulation. You can see like the head for the ball joint, you can get a little bit more up and down because of the way that his head is built. But yeah, really great little figure there. Then we got Wheeljack. Wheeljack looks great. He's got this piece here on the back for the wings, but then it also has a connection for his little shoulder mounted cannon. Now, because the ears are so big, it's a little difficult to kind of get it to face forward. If you kind of turn the head, you can bring it in a little bit more. So it kind of has to wing out to the side over the shoulder, but still looks great. The blue eyes look good. All of the paint here on the head, the Tampo sticker on the chest, even on the shins down here looks really good. And you can see that they all kind of have like that same gun, but it works. I still think it looks good for everybody. Wheeljack turned out fantastically. Then we start moving into our Decepticons. I got the regular version of Starscream, which I'm fine with. That is what I wanted. I mean, the metallic shine would have been fine, but I'm just as happy to have the regular one. I didn't really want the Coronation Starscream, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of over the whole Coronation Starscream thing, but the red eyes look great. The tampo there for the nose cone. All the colors on him look really good. And then you get some really nice detailing here on the back of the wings with the Decepticon symbols and the stripes and everything. Really cool. I'm surprised they didn't give us his vehicle mode, because we got the vehicle mode for Thundercracker in the first wave. And so, I mean, I don't need it, and I'm kind of happy with what we got. I guess I would have taken it over this, because I don't really need this, but yeah. Starscream looks fantastic. I love the null rays on the shoulders there, and they can swivel if you want. They're just pegged on. It's a simple peg there. It's not a ball joint, just a simple peg, but it works perfectly good. He turned out great. Then we have Bone Crusher. Again, really nice. Very simplistic color scheme, but he's got some nice tampo here on the chest. Gave him purple hands for a pop of color, which I appreciate. That same gun as everybody else. And then you have the hood from the vehicle mode there on the back, which looks great. Then we have Gold Soundwave. So, I don't know why we got this instead of the regular Soundwave. But yeah, he's definitely super gold. Again, nice tampo here on the chest. They gave him kind of a metallic red for the eyes, which really, really looks great. It's a little hard to see because it's kind of sunken in there, but it's a really nice kind of metallic red, which I think looks really good. He's got the shoulder-mounted cannon. He's got the gun, and that gun is specific to him, which looks amazing. I'm sure we're going to get a regular version of him in a future wave, and I'm looking forward to that. But I guess this is supposed to be like Golden Lagoon. That's what they like to do. And then, surprisingly, I actually got the Bug Bite or Shattered Glass version of Bumblebee. I was very surprised by that. This is a chase variant, so he's got the same gun as everybody, but you can see it's done in a different color, and it's kind of got like a heated end. Like, I guess he's been firing it a lot. I don't really know. But yeah, he looks great. I'm glad. I feel like it'll be a lot easier to track down a regular version of Bumblebee than it will be for this guy. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, got the Shattered Glass Autobot symbol there. He's also got the red eyes. Again, kind of sunken deep in, but they are there. And he's also got a metallic finish. I thought he was going to be more white. But the way it works is they kind of have the normal versions, and they have what they call like silver version, which is metallic finish, which was the other variant for Starscream. And then they have like the gold variant, which is even harder to find. And for Bumblebee, it was regular colors, but with some armor. And for Starscream, it was the Coronation Starscream. So honestly, this is the perfect exact loadout that I wanted to get. I wanted regular Starscream, and I wanted this guy. And then I'll track down a regular one. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, he looks great. And then last up, we have the Shattered Glass or slash Diaclone Ironhide. Again, looks good. Has the red eyes. Gave him some red fists here for a pop of color. All the tampo on the chest and the shins looks great. He's got the same gun as everybody else. But yeah, overall, really happy with these figures. I really like them. They're just super fun. Something about this scale. I mean, I have, you know, the 4-inch Galaxy versions, which I also love. But there's just something about this scale that I really, really enjoy with the tiny little figures. The articulation, the detail, the sticker, the tampoed stickers all look great. You don't have to apply anything yourself. It's either tampoed stickers or it's plastic. I'm sorry, paint. They're all plastic. And it's all, all you have to do is assemble them. You don't have to apply anything. You don't have to paint anything. That all comes done for you. So I'm really happy with these. They look fantastic. So I wanted to bring in some stuff from the first wave to kind of do some comparisons, but also kind of show some groupings and stuff. So right off the bat, here are 3 Constructicon vehicles. Obviously, we got these 2 in this wave, but here is Scavenger from Wave 1. Also has the connection points. So I'm very excited. We are half the way there to Devastator. I kind of wish I could do something to kind of connect these now, because this will kind of end up being, something like this. We can kind of start to see Devastator taking shape here, but they don't include any of the pieces to connect them. I assume they'll probably like include barbell pieces or something. I would also assume there's going to be some kind of like waist and thigh area that they'll have to give us. Maybe that'll be like a box, and all the other connection points will be in there, so that we can actually do everything to put these together. But yeah, really excited for these. I think this is a lot of fun. with that, we have our 2 Constructicons. So we got Bone Crusher here, and here is Scavenger from Wave 1. So we still need the Constructicons. We're only about a third of the way in terms of the robot modes. So I hope they continue with these as well, because I would love to get the whole team in this scale. And these 2 guys look great together. Then we have our 2 Optimuses. So obviously Optimus regular was in Wave 1, and here is Magnus Optimus here in Wave 2. Exact same mold, everything's exactly the same, just different colors. But they look good together as well. Then we have, so I wanted to show this off because they did do like a weird gold version of Bumblebee here in the first wave. But he's not fully gold. As you can see, he's got some silver parts. And that's why I was kind of confused why they were giving us another Bumblebee in Wave 2. So, you know, it's the same mold, but just in the normal black and yellow. So you have, I guess, 2 maybe contenders for Golden Lagoon, although this is 100% gold, and he has some gray, so he doesn't quite fit. So, I don't know, this version is just, I wish this version was just the regular yellow and black version, and then I'd have everything covered, because I don't really need, not that it looks bad, but it's just, it's a weird entry. It doesn't quite fit with like the normal G1 because he's gold instead of yellow. He doesn't quite fit with Golden Lagoon because he has the silver parts in there. So, I don't know, just kind of a weird entry, but I wanted to show those 2 off together. And then, of course, also compare it to Shattered Glass Bumblebee here. Again, you can see it's the exact same mold. So, I kind of wish this was yellow and black, and I kind of wish this was like the normal, like whiter color scheme, so I could pretend it's also Bug Bite. I mean, I still can, but yeah. So, I wanted to show these 2 off as well. And then before we go into this, we have our 2 Seekers. So we did get Thundercracker in the first wave. Now we have Starscream, so we're just missing Skywarp. I would assume he'll be coming along soon. And then we'll have all 3 of our Seekers. And then we do have the regular version of Ironhide in the first wave was done with translucent plastic. I don't really know why, but again, you can see it's the exact same mold. Just done in translucent. And then this is the Shattered Glass version. And then I wanted to kind of show off the 3 Shattered Glass guys that we have so far. So with the inclusion of these 2 from this wave, and we had Sideswipe from the first wave, now we have 3 entries into Shattered Glass. I would not be surprised if the next wave has Shattered Glass Optimus to kind of go with these guys, because they want to. It seems like Blokees loves to have at least 1 Optimus in every wave. So it would not surprise me if he's the one we see next to kind of join these guys. Also, now that we have a Sideswipe, it would not surprise me if we got a regular version of Sideswipe coming soon. So if I'm kind of guessing, speculating, like on the next wave, since we have 12, I would say very possible to do like a regular version of Sideswipe. I would not be surprised if they tweaked this a little bit for Ratchet, because you really wouldn't have to do much, really just a new head and maybe slightly different detailing. So maybe turning that into Ratchet. I definitely think they should give us a new Constructicon. And then obviously I believe the next one is going to have 2 Constructicon vehicles to kind of round that out. I think they're getting close to that. I could also see them, now that we have Inferno, turning that very easily into Grapple, and then maybe including Grapple's vehicle mode in there. We're going to need another Seeker, so go ahead and give us Skywarp. Like I said, maybe have Shattered Glass version of Optimus. It might be a little too early, but maybe they do the regular version of Soundwave. But I feel like they have to put in a few new characters as well. So I don't know. I feel like maybe they could give us another Constructicon, tweak this a little bit into Ratchet. But I mean, this would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there may be 2 new characters to throw in, just to kind of leave breadcrumbs. Maybe someone they can tweak later on into something else. We probably would get, seems like they're doing 4 vehicles. So maybe they do like Starscream or Skywarp's jet mode, something like that. Because that would be a mold that they don't have to make new. So just wild speculation. I thought it'd be fun to kind of guess what the next wave could be. But there's a lot of possibility here, like a lot of things that they could tweak very easily to get, you know, new characters that we would want. They definitely have to give us 2 more of the Constructicon vehicles. They could easily give us a new Constructicon in robot mode. And then, like I said, maybe 1 or 2 new characters to round it out. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with these. I'm excited to see what Wave 3 will hold. And yeah, just really, really having a good time. So a really fun assortment. I definitely cannot recommend these enough. I mean, really all the Blocky products I've ever gotten, I've been very happy with. But there's just something about these fun little Transformer figures. They also do these for Toku as well. This Defender version kind of came out of nowhere. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. Every time I think I don't need a new scale for figures, you know, if they make them tinier and awesomer, like I can't say no. And I mean, the fact that we're actually going to be able to form Devastator out of the vehicle for the Constructicons, I think is such a cool idea. I'm so happy they're doing that. Yeah, these are just a lot of fun. I recommend them. If you've already bought Wave 1, I definitely say continue, keep going. Even if you haven't bought Wave 1 yet, I still think this is a great wave to jump in. But really, I recommend both waves. Another thing I forgot to mention real quick, I randomly got, as I rolled across I randomly got a coin in one of them. Apparently there's 3 different coins that are possible. And I just thought this was fun. It's just plastic. It's not metal or anything. But I just thought that was kind of neat. Also, each of the boxes comes with like a little card, which are kind of fun. So I wanted to show those off as well. And also each box comes with individualized instructions, which I thought was nice. For the earlier like Galaxy Defender ones, they would just kind of do like the main character and show you how to build that, and then you could figure out from that. The others are very similar. All of these have individualized instructions, which is really nice. So every one of the, I can show off every one of the little booklets that comes inside. It shows you also the silhouettes there for Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Long Haul. It's showing you the variants here. So there's the Chase for the Bumblebee with the armor. And then it's showing off the coins that are possible. And then around the other side, it's showing you the other variants. Here's the full lineup. And then it gives you the individualized instructions for whichever one you're building. So just really cool. I really like, I mean, like I said, I can't sing Blocky's praises enough. I really love these products. I'm having such a good time with them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you collecting this scale? Have you dabbled in some of the other scales? You know, how are you kind of curating your collection? Are you sticking to one scale, getting everything? I did not really think I needed these, and now I love them so much. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.